done it. I'm live. Darcy bed, come on. And I'm really early, so I'm going to be on my own forever. Oh, Darcy bed, go on. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Live uploading and then streaming live. Oh, there's 3 of this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to mute this. Okay, we don't need to hear. I don't need to hear myself. So where's the chat? Oh, way to pop it out. I'm sure there's a way to pop this chat out. Anyone got any clues? Oh, I've done it. Wow. So, hello to Vivian, Candigoth Creations, Amorous Joseph and Tammy Kim. We're live. I did say that we would start at 9, so that gives me 20 minutes. Hi Connie. Hi guys, hi tribe. How strange is this? Wow, I love it. See, it comes up quicker on my phone than on my Mac. Sandrine, hello Sandrine, hi Tarina, thank you for all the happy birthdays. It was my birthday on the 16th and I only just put the vlog up. So yeah, I'm officially old now and I'm loving it. Oh my goodness. Hi Shay, Tammy's daughter. I feel really like I need a little table here for my Mac. I'm not sure what I'm going to put it on. Maybe some yarn. Oh wow, look at all these. Road, hi. Oh my goodness. Hello everybody. I feel a little bit unsure of myself. It's one thing when you chat to yourself and then you edit it and you can pause it, and then it's another thing being live. Oh wow. And there's 13 of us now. So I've just got this sparkle yarn, which was on today's vlog, because I don't really have a quick project to work on, so I just thought I would have a go at, I don't know, just have a go at making the start of a jumper whilst doing a live video. Why not? So I'm just going to chain real quick and have a go at making this little, this is for my beaded jumper, so this is going to be the mock, the practice run. And what I'm going to do is, I've never made a jumper for myself, I'm just going to make a chain big enough to go around here, my waist. Ooh, and then get started, why not? Okay, so I should really look at comments as well. What have we got? Oh my goodness. Oh. Joanna said hi, good luck. I'm off to find my phone charger and snacks and I'll be back. Lisa, hi, lovely to see you. Tammy, we're in Washington, USA. This is crazy. Okay, everyone start commenting where you're watching from. I'm in Leicester in the United Kingdom. Yeah, everyone start commenting. Where are you watching from? Hi Olivia. Where are you all watching from? Where are you joining me from? I think the USA might win. South Carolina, USA, that's Tarina. Oh, that's crazy. I'm just in little old Leicester in the United Kingdom. Oh, Connie's in the Netherlands. That's cool. I'm hoping to visit, like, so I'll just tell you now, why not? For my 30, before I'm 30, I want to do like a yarn crawl in Europe. I want to go to Amsterdam, I want to go to Paris, I want to go to Rome, and I want to hit up the big shops like Stephen and Penelope, La Bien-Aimée. So I will be messaging you saying I'm going to be near you soon. Oh my goodness. Then we've got Amaris, you're in Georgia, USA, and Sandrine, I think you're in France, I already know that. Holly Springs, MS. What's MS? Is that Mississippi? America's winning. America is winning. I thought it would do. That's why I tried to do it a bit later so you could all be here. Though I can see that I'm freezing. Hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. Oh, I'm green now. There we go. Whew. Okay. We've got Renee, you're from Texas, USA. Oh, Tammy's put, we love watching your podcast, love how creative you are, and also you're so positive. Thank you. And then Tarina, you said you agree. I try to be super positive. I am a pretty moany, miserable person, but I try to find the positive in everything. Like, I try to be glad about something, I try to be grateful. No one wants a rain cloud, do they? But I'm good at moaning, trust me, I'm good at moaning. Oh, Rude, you're in Belgium. Wow. Wow. Plenty of EU, plenty of USA. I'm a little bit blown away actually. There's 15 of us and we've still got 13 minutes to go. So we're not going to get into the questions until we actually hit 9 o'clock and we've all said hello. I need this here because I keep looking down. Heart has reached all around the world. Awesome. That's so cute. Lisa, my little dog is actually sat behind you. Darcy, come here. Come here. Jump up. Can you see his nose? Come here. Come here. This is my little dog. He's not so little. Say hello, Darcy. He's like, what are you doing? Oh. You not appreciate that? Okay. He is fine actually. Oh, I'm just reading the comments and it's just blowing my mind. Wow. So Darcy is fine. Bed. He's loving life at the moment. He's not very well. He was diagnosed with cancer last year. Don't hit the tripod. And oh, you can see me in the background. And he has been really well. I put him on a new diet and other than a bit of arthritis, he's generally fine. I've disturbed him now. Darcy, bed. Good boy. Oh. And normally when I record, I put my phone on like airplane mode so I don't get any notifications, but they're all coming through. So if you see me going like this, it's because I'm getting rid of everything. And then I think you're a few seconds behind me because what I'm recording doesn't match what's on the screen. We're back on. 5,000 subscribers would be amazing. I kind of thought I might have hit 1,000 by the end of the year, but at the same time I haven't really put vlogs out this month, so it's to be expected. But I'm just amazed at how big we are as a tribe. To think I officially started, like I gave 100% to this channel, my little channel, since January. I think January 31st was when I made my, sorry, I know I keep freezing. January 31st was when I decided I was going to commit to YouTube, and yeah, it's just grown massively. Whilst in March I was at Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and it was just blowing up daily. Like, my brother kept ringing me and he was like, I keep checking your subscribers, you're just gaining like 20 every hour or so. It was crazy. And then that wave sort of steadied out a bit, and then it picked up again massively in September. So I think it does help because I've been getting shout outs. I've had some people saying I've had shout outs on other vlogs, so that's amazing because then more people find me and join our little tribe. Okay, what are the comments? Welcome back. I know it keeps freezing. There's 20 of us here now. Oh, 18. What did I do? And I've been on for 19 minutes. We've got 7 minutes till we get into this properly. I feel like you sat a bit wonky. I've just watched myself freeze on a stupid face. Like, I'm not going to pull it in case it freezes again. That will teach me, won't it? I don't know what I can do about the buffering. Just stick with me, guys. We've got 6 minutes before we start this question and answer properly, and there's 19 of you here. Wow. I was really worried I'd be sat here on my own. Oh dear. Coconut oil, I will try it. I have to be careful because he can't have a lot of fat in his diet. And I don't know if there's a high fat content in coconut oil, but yeah, I'll definitely try it because he does get dry skin, and when the heating's on, he doesn't like to be too hot, and he would chew at his skin. So I'll definitely try it. Oh, thank you for sharing it to Facebook, Izzy Designs. I'm actually quite impressed. Like, there's 20 of us here. I've had 2 thumbs up. I've done 14 minutes so far. I do feel a little bit nervous. Okay, so then the next question I'm going to ask you all, because we've got 5 minutes to go before you can start questioning me, is what are you all working on at the moment? What are your projects? Because I'm working on the crochet leggings, which I finished pair 1. If you're on Patreon, you'll have seen that. I am amazed by them. I've started pair 2 because I wanted to tweak the waistband. I want to try and put elastic in there. And I'm working on those advent socks that I worked on for like day 1 of December, and then I've ignored. And I've just cracked open that ball of yarn, which I don't think I'm actually going to use tonight. So then we've got Lisa, you're working on the virus shawl. I've seen lots of those. They do look really, really good. I've seen like the virus blankets and all sorts of virus projects. Vivian, slippers. Now that's a cool one. Slippers. I got the slipper, I don't know what it's called. See, if this wasn't live, I would just edit this bit out, and I can't. I got a little pack which had the pattern and yarn for slippers, so I definitely need more slippers in my life. Are you making them for yourself or other people? Because, you know, I could do with some pairs. No, I'm joking, I'm going to make my own. Then we've got Amaris starting on my leggings. Yes! Leggings. Like, I love mine. Absolutely love them. Got some tweaks to make though. With the waistband, I just want it snug, because by the time I've pulled the leggings up over my hips, it just seems too baggy. Pair 1, I'm going to put a drawstring in, but I really want to try and find a way that I can work with elastic. Then we've got Tammy finishing up a corner to corner blanket. That's pretty cool. I abandoned my corner to corner blanket, but I think they look absolutely beautiful, and they work up really quickly, and I like the texture on them. Queen of Crochet, that's an amazing username. Absolutely amazing. Making a crocheted scarf, that's pretty damn cool. I would like a crochet scarf. I abandoned my knitting one. I did think about bringing it down to work on, but nah. Emma Walker, hi, I enjoy watching your podcast. I'm just working on a crochet scarf for my dad for his birthday in February. Oh, happy birthday to your daddy in February. And thank you for watching, that's so cool. I'm going to hold my Mac here so that I'm not looking like this the whole time. Then we've got Joyce knitting a dog sweater. That's cool. And Entrelac, have I said that right? Crochet blanket. I have seen what they are. Izzy Designs crazy granny square blanket. Yes, repping the crazy granny squares. And a Batman themed hat, boots and a shawl. Wow. Granny squares are more life. I need to finish the granny square jumper off. Definitely. 2 minutes till we're actually officially here, guys. Oh, Vivian, you're making slippers for yourself and others. That's very kind of you. I think I might make slippers for everyone's Christmas next year. And I was having a laugh with somebody yesterday saying that his housemate needs slippers because when he walks, he doesn't pick his feet up and you hear him shuffling in like sliders. I don't know what they're called in the US, but so maybe I should get cracking and make his now. Izzy Designs leggings, you ladies are so brave. The leggings are amazing, absolutely amazing. I've took some video and I've put it on my Patreon and I'm gonna wait and share it on the vlog for everybody else. They look amazing. I can't even explain, you need to try. I want to make another pair that's like a sleep set, but that's information for another vlog. Where are we at? Renee, I'm working on a baby blanket for a co-worker's soon-to-be-born grandson. That's so cute. That's so cute. Julian, did you know I swallow cum? I don't know what that means. Did you know? Like, I'm a little bit worried that I might read something out that I shouldn't be reading out. Did you know I swallow cum? No. Should I? Oh, it's officially 9 o'clock, tribe. There's 17 of us here. Maybe it's a username. It says Julian with his surname then. Did you know I swallow? Now I know what it means. Julian. Wow, just ignore that guy. Now what I'm interested in is, can you block participants? Because I know you can block people from commenting. I can put you in timeout. You're in timeout. You're timed out for 300 seconds. Right. We are... It is a troll. It is a troll. I fell for it. I want my phone now to message like my brother and be like, you never guess what just happened, I just got trolled. But I'm recording on it, so I can't. 10 PM in Belgium. Wow. Well, hopefully I won't keep you up too late, but it's going to be worth it because all the tribe's here. So, let's do the little intro. Hey tribe! Welcome to HGDC, HD Designs Crochet. I'm Heather, I'm 28 from the United Kingdom, and I'm so glad to have you all here. I wanted to do this live session so that you could speak to me, because although a lot of you comment, it's not the same as actually being able to message in real time. So today you get to ask me whatever questions you want to ask within reason. And I don't want any more trolls making me say absolutely awful things. So I've already asked those that have been here, because I've been on here for about, I don't know how long now, 22 minutes. I've already asked those that are here to comment where they're watching from and what projects you're working on. And I am I keep freezing, I'm really sorry. My internet obviously isn't that great, but if I freeze, bear with me, I am still here. Okay, so make sure you're commenting where you're from. And then, thank you, Shay. Thank you. I feel a little bit like completely amazed at how lovely everyone's being. Emma's from Lincolnshire. You're like, what, 40 minutes from me? I'm in Leicester. I'm loving doing this live vlog as well, Izzy. I am finding it a little bit strange, but I am loving it. So make sure you're commenting where you're watching from and what projects you're working on, and then we can start the real questions. So whatever questions you've got for me, put them in the chat and I'll start answering them. So you can ask anything crochet or my life related, that I won't be telling you all my secrets. Connie has said that I'm working on a tunic for herself, and in the Netherlands it's 4 minutes past 10. I think most of Europe is like an hour ahead, and in most of the USA you're like 5 hours behind, and then if you're in Australia it's something like 7 o'clock in the morning right now. So if you've all like, wow, we're all in different time zones but we're all repping for the tribe. Random bit of hair. How cool is this? So if I scroll down on my phone, is it gonna pause? Does that pause? Like, can we do a test? You're a few seconds behind me though. But if I pull down on my phone, I think it pauses me, doesn't it? Okay. I won't play with it. I can just see notifications coming up, but I'm not sure if it's the chat notifications. Oh, and when it paused me on a stupid face. Right, where's my chat gone? Okay, I still can't believe that troll. Joanna, you're in Norfolk. Wow. Okay, Vivian, 3 PM where you are. That's not too bad. See, it's 9:05 now. Soon be bedtime. Okay, Tyrion has asked the first question, which is favourite yarn. My favourite yarn. Ooh. If I have to pick my favourite weight. Oh, this is really difficult. So I've got two favourites. I love acrylic double knit yarn, and I love 4-ply fingering weight sock yarn, which is usually indie hand dyed. And they're my two favourites because that is all that I use basically. I love acrylic yarn. I love being able to get it at a really reasonable price, cheap price. I love the colours that it comes in. I love how durable it is, and I love, like, it's quite versatile. I've used a lot of it for blankets, but then I use a lot of it now for clothing. I should have brought my leggings down to show you really, shouldn't I? I might go grab them. But then I love sock yarn. Love it. Indie dyed sock yarn is like my luxury treat to myself. I've got loads of minis. And then the thing is, at the moment, you know, because I'm trying to do the whole what is my style, I love wearing brightly coloured socks, but I really want to make some just like plain grey or black socks, and I want to put like bows on them and wear them with like brogues for work. So I normally go for really bright socks, but I'm starting to go to more neutrals. I don't know what's happening. So favourite yarn, does that answer that well, good enough? I don't really have a brand. If we was to go branded, I've got favourite places I'll shop. I've got indie dyes that I do really like, but I don't have a favourite brand really. There's brands that I would name that I use a lot would be Stylecraft, Drops Fable, Indie dyed yarn, I'm looking at my tower to remind myself. Indie dyed yarn would be Homespun Wonders. Hey J Yarn, she's really good. I went to uni with Hannah as well. I've got loads. If you go through my yarn stash vlog, everything in my sock yarn I just love. That's the easiest way to answer that. Okay, more questions. This is from Amaris. What is my style aesthetic? So my style is, and this is very true in my life, full stop, I'm all or nothing. So I'm either fully glammed up, like, you know, the whole shebang, heels, amazing dress, really nicely done face, or I'm all about the leggings, trainers or Doc Martens and like comfy jumpers, yeah, dresses and Converse, that sort of thing. And I'm a bit of a grunger, which is like a little bit gothy, a little bit, you know, like ripped jeans, fishnets underneath, studs. But then I'm more than a little bit, I'm quite girly as well, so I really like my glitter, my metallics. And at the moment, my colour scheme used to be all black everything, which it still is for my work wardrobe, but then now it's more, I definitely wear like blush pink, rose gold, metallics. I like my metallic accents, and very neutral, pared down, like soft greys, you know, that sort of thing. And then I like my darker colours. So if you look at my wardrobe, which is just a rail, I've got black with a bit of navy, a couple of navy items, and then I've got this green jumper, a khaki green jumper. I've got like two that are like a tanny colour, darker brownish, a little bit of pink, rose blush, and then I've got all my dresses which are all just random prints. So it is quite like there's no wild cards in there. And my favourite like style, which I think you'll start to see more in what I'm designing, is like the comfy jumpers and leggings. And I've just made a pair of leggings, and I'm going to make a jumper to go with, which will look amazing with like Doc Martens or with some glam heels. So that's definitely me. I'm very like, I wouldn't say matchy, but I'm very put together, so I'll tie it all in somehow. And I'm like that with like the way the house is decorated as well. So if I make blankets, I will incorporate all the colours that I want in that room. Yeah, it looks thrown together, but I've actually really like worked on it basically. And more there's a lot more of like these pink, just pink excuse me, there's a lot more pink in there than there ever used to be. I used to hate that colour, and now like my bed sheets are pink, white and black, and there's just more and more pink coming in. But I will never stop wearing Docs, Converse and scruffy clothing while I'm at it, because I can pull it off. Okay, stop rambling, Heather. What is your favourite Yarny Life memory? From Renee. Oh, wow. Favourite Yarny Life memory. There's a few that immediately jump out, and they're in no particular order. Favourite Yarny moments are the time that I get to spend with my grandmother, my nanny, because we share the yarn love. We both get high on yarn fumes together. So that's a really nice memory and moment. And there's quite a few times where I've sat and she taught me how to knit and crochet, and I've taught her things since. And I love being able to show the projects to her because she really appreciates them. And there's memories of actually sitting in this room. I sat along that radiator with, there was me, my mum, and then my grandmother, and it was not this Christmas, last Christmas, and we all sat and we were all crocheting, 3 generations. So that's definitely a really fond memory. And then I think another fond memory, yarny moments, favourite yarny life memories would be being able to make stuff that I then gift to people. So last Christmas I made us all crochet socks, and then we all took pictures of our feet in these socks, and that's something that I made for people, so that's really, really nice. I'm making blankets for babies as gifts, especially when they're really appreciated by the parents. Making a blanket for my granddad, that's a very big sentimental memory, and I sleep with his blanket now. And then yarn festivals. Edinburgh Yarn Festival was amazing. That's a really good memory. And I met a really lovely person there as well. And then I'm gonna say, and it sounds cliche, but just the tribe, that is one of my most favouriteest yarny moments and memories, because look at all of us here now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we've got Lynette. Hi Lynette from Somerset. I was worried that nobody would turn up, but there's 19 of us, so that's pretty cool. And we're 14 minutes into the official time, 34 minutes into the vlog, so thank you for turning up. It means so, so much. And anyone that watches this after is going to kick themselves because they're not going to be able to join in. They will want to ask questions and put their answers, and they can't. Sandra, hi from Mississippi, USA. Hi everyone. Hi USA. Hi Europe. Hi UK. Repping UK. So, so cool. Sandra just got home from work. What time is it where you are? You're about 5 hours. I lost connection, sorry. Sandra, it's 3:15 where you are. Wow. It's crazy to think everyone's just going around doing their normal life, and then we're all in different times and different days. Anyway, mind blown. Connie, you have said, and put it from crochet, but I appreciate the end product in knitting. Bed. Dossie bed. And so I think it can be difficult, but then I really wanted to learn to knit socks, so that was just what I did. I just sat there with a YouTube tutorial, and a friend did show me how to cast on, and then I just sat there with YouTube, and I just carried on knitting until I had a pair of socks. And my first socks were 2 at a time, toe up, with contrasting toes, heels and cuffs. I've never made a pair that difficult since. But once you've mastered that, you can do anything. So I just threw myself at it and did it. It was difficult because if you drop a stitch in crochet, you just pull it back and you fix it. You drop a stitch in knitting, it's so stressful. But I would just say, sit with YouTube, keep practicing, maybe make a chunkier pair of socks first so that there's not as many stitches, or it doesn't take as long. Failing that, make crochet socks. They are more like boot socks than like socks, normal socks, but crochet socks still look good. I've got the pattern book by Vicky Brown Designs. There's like, I don't know, 10 sock patterns in there, so you could crochet socks. I'm yet to finish a pair of, so I did the granny treble pairs, but I'm yet to do just like a 4-ply weight solid pair of socks, because when I did the treble it was like granny stripe, so you know there was quite a lot of breathable room. Maybe I should get onto that and sort it out. There's so many projects I want to do. Questions, I'm just scrolling back a little bit. Izzy Designs, favourite way to join favourite way to join a granny square has to be join as you go. So you have the granny square, and then as you're making the next one, you slip stitch into the chain spaces in between the treble clusters on the other granny square. That is my favourite method, because then you don't have to sit there and sew them all up and sew in all the ends. It grows as you go along, and you can sit under it and be warm. I do quite like the way that Sandra Cherry Heart put together her Bakewell Tart granny square blanket. That was like a join as you go, but she's done it slightly different because it was a solid granny square. So that's something I might look into doing. I might just do a little cushion just to try it out. I think I have joined granny squares in quite a few ways, and they all have their advantages. But yes, Izzy Designs weaving in the ends is the worst part of any project, honestly. I have blankets that are, I don't even know how old. I think I started them in like 2012, and I haven't sewn the ends in. They just, no, I'm not doing it. Sew your ends in as you go along, guys. Don't do it to yourself. Okay, another question. Sorry, I keep looking down. We have got, oh, Amaris, you designed your first jumper. That's cool. That is really, really cool. How did you find designing? Because it's fun, but it's really like, sometimes the challenge is too much. My granny square jumper is almost done apart from the neckline, and I'm not happy with the neckline, so I haven't finished it. Sandra, you want to learn to knit in 2019? Do it. Do it. Crochet is so much quicker, but knitting produces, well, it depends. I've gotten quicker at knitting, but yeah, I'm much quicker at crochet. But I guess if you've knit for 10 years, you would be quick at that. But I keep seeing all the notifications and losing my trail of thought. Obviously, I can't multitask. What was I saying? Persevere with it. Definitely try it. Get yourself like some slightly larger needles and some chunky yarn to practice on, and then pick a project that you really, really want to see like come to life. So for me, the first thing I ever knit was socks. The buffering is driving me insane. So I'm just going to add that into the chat. What was I saying? Oh, I can see my own message. I think I was saying, people were saying to me, make a scarf, and I just, I didn't want a scarf, I wanted socks. So just do what you want to do, and then you're more likely to stick to it. That's what I think, because you've invested in yarn and a pattern that you really want to see, and it's an object that you really want to have or gift or wear, whatever. So that's what I would say to do. Then Kerry, hi from Alabama. Hi Sandra, yeah, I keep buffering, I'm sorry. Then Queen of Crochet, what's your favourite book? Oh, I love book questions. Favourite book? Do I have, I can't. I can say like top 5. Is that okay? So top 5, Matilda by Roald Dahl. Love, 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 love that book. I read a lot as a child, and I've always been a little bit different, and like books was my thing. I love learning, and they were like a bit of an escape and my way of just seeing the world. And Matilda is one of those books that I really connected with because she was so different from like friends and family, and it's how she fit in, and yeah, I love that book. And when I got a Kindle, like a lot longer than that. When I got a Kindle maybe 6 years ago, my first Kindle, I got rid of a lot of my books because I had so many of them. And the last book that I read physically was Matilda, and then I didn't read an actual physical book for about 2 years. I just read on my Kindle, and then after that Kindle broke and I got another one, but now I do both, so I read physical books and Kindle. But anyway, Matilda was the last physical book, and I I did that on purpose because it was quite a favourite. And then I'm going to say the Harry Potter collection. I'm Harry Potter mad. I thought all people were mega crazy on Harry Potter. No, they're not. I am. I'm rereading book 5 at the moment, Harry Potter and I've just gone mind blank, Order of the Phoenix, is it? Yes. Then Twilight series. I have got the Twilight series 4 times over. I want to reread those as well. Sometimes I get annoyed rereading things because I've already read it, but then when I reread it I remember how much I love them. So that's 3. Then 4, Girl Boss by the Sophie Amoruso. That book is what really helped me with HGDC. When I read that about a year or 2 years ago, that really helped me sort of fight through some of the fears, get out of my comfort zone and put this out here and start vlogging. And I lent it to my cousin and I really need to get it back. And again, that's another one I should reread. It's so motivational and I would definitely recommend it. It made me get out of my own way. So if any of you out there, even if you just need some empowerment, but definitely if you've got like a businessy type part in your life, Girl Boss is a must. And then I've got some of the illustrations as well. So one of them is actually under this year's mood board, vision board on my wall, and it says bet on yourself, which is something that I just really need to do. Just believe in myself, I can do this. And then there's a couple of other illustrations in my journals, and I was thinking of maybe printing another one. That book's great. And then the last book, oh, let me look at my, I think I'm just going to tell you a genre. The genre that I have loved for the longest time has got to be paranormal, sci-fi, fantasy. So anything vampire, witches, merpeople, werecats, you know, anything like that. I was into vampires before it became mainstream to do that. I used to get books from Borders, which shipped in from the USA. Anything like that, that's my jam. And then more recently, like self-development and business has become my thing. So I don't have a favourite book, but they're what I would go to right now. Right, I can see more comments. Wow. Yes, Sandra's right. Don't forget to thumbs up, everyone. I've got 9 thumbs up so far. Sandra's put, it gets harder to learn something new when you're a bit older, and that should be 61 in less than a month. Happy birthday for in less than a month's time. I don't know. I think you can still learn regardless of how old you are. It might take you a bit longer, but don't write yourself out. I think you can do it. And then Sandra's also put, I love mysteries. I used to really love like whodunit, murder mystery, crime, and I quite like my period. I don't know what sort of genre it is, but I like books set in certain time eras. So I really like Martina Cole, because it's the gangster London thing, and I really like the Industrial Revolution. I was saying only yesterday to a wonderful, lovely person, I want to read more on the Industrial Revolution and mysteries. I like the classic Cluedo, who did it, someone's dead, who did it, but not so much I prefer it from the police perspective rather than the murder perspective, because that gives me some nightmares. Then we've got Joanna, buffering is to be expected, you're going live around the world. That is so true. The amount of people watching is pretty crazy. When I look at like the demographic statistics, there's people watching from all over the world, and I've had, like, on my blanket stack vlog, I've had over 6,000 views. It's like just little old me from Leicester. Kerry, I love Harry Potter. You got the illustrated books. I really want them, but then I don't know if I'd use them, and I've already got so much Harry Potter stuff. They look amazing. I can see me getting them when I've got a child, like a baby, like, well, a baby that's old enough to understand, and sit there with the pages going through them. I saw Matilda at the theatre as well, Joanna. I saw that at the Curve in Leicester, and it was really, really good. I wanted to see it for so long. Cindy has asked, what did I study in college, university? So in the UK, it's university. My phone battery is on 10%. I'm going to have to find a way to plug you in. Otherwise I'm going to die. I need an extension lead. I went to university. I've done 5 years at university, and I studied law. So I did 5 years, 3 years undergraduate. I got my law degree. I've got a first class law degree, and then I did 2 years part-time to do my postgraduate legal practice course, which you need in order to become qualified as a solicitor. So yeah, I've done 5 years in the legal industry. If I had my time over, I would still do law. I'd go about funding it differently, but I would like to maybe do some more courses, definitely, on the creative side of life. Just go and do more workshops, more classes, more courses, and just really work on my skills, learn more techniques. I think it's difficult it's great if you can make your passion into your job and it pay your bills, but then with HGDC, the amount of time I put into YouTube, it's not a chore, but it definitely puts more of an obligation and responsibility on it. And so if I had to make crochet pay my bills, I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. I really need to go and get a phone charger before I lose you all. I don't think I can swap from my phone to my Mac. So then, Izzy has said that you've read most of Martina Cole's, and for business growth you would recommend Mastery by Robert Greene. I would definitely look that up, thank you so much. And then Kerry has said that you have wanted the illustrated books for so long. They are so beautiful, so stunning. I flicked through them, and you can get illustrated Fantastic Beasts as well. The screenplay version, I think. So that's pretty cool. They are on my wish list, without a doubt. They're on my wish list. Okay, guys, I'm just going to run up the stairs, get a charger, and then I might have to move you so I can plug you in. I'm going to be 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. If I don't, then my battery's going to die. 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. Oh, it's warm in here. I'm back. Just had to grab this. And now I'm going to have to move us around. Darcy, bed. Darcy normally just lies down when I'm recording, but not today. Right, we need to plug in. I think I might have to move. Oh! Fairy lights just fell down. We're going to have to do it like this, I think, because ooh. Right, now I just need to make just rearranging my life, sorry. I've got a light here so that I wouldn't be too dark, but it's just reflecting in the mirror. It's fuzzing me out. And also, I'm really hot because the heating's full on. Is that okay? Everyone can see me okay? Actually, the lighting's really good here, and now I can put my Mac up here. Well, that worked out alright, didn't it? Just hoping that I'm actually charging. Yes, we've got 9%, so I'm glad. Okay. You're fine. Great. Thank you. Okay, we're back on. I won't run away again. Let's catch up on some comments. I quite like it from this. So you can see some of the books that I have left. I had a really big room at my parents', and the entire, like, it was one of them Victorian houses, you know, with the really tall, I think that light behind there, as long as I keep my head here, you're fine. I had a really tall bedroom, tall ceilings, and I had in the entire corner alcove around like the chimney breast that you get in those houses. I had just so many books. I'm gonna have to find a picture to prove it to you. And when I got my Kindle, I decided I didn't need so many books. I loved them, but I've always been a bit of a gypsy, and I always felt really sad having to leave my books behind. And these are just the books that I couldn't let go. So I've got like Roald Dahl, the whole collection. This entire black shelf is a lot of my vampire stuff. And then up there, which you can't see, we've got Twilight, and then we've got some, they're all colour organised as well. I'm a bit funny like that. But yeah, there's just the books that I couldn't let go. Oop, I don't want to keep thingying. I've got to leave my head here. Okay. More questions. Because I've had my contact lenses in all day, they're dry, and so I'm squinting like this to try and see. Emma, you've put that at the moment you're trying to care for your mum. I hope you're getting lots of support with that. If you love reading, then go to your local library, because I love libraries, and you can get audio books there as well. And if you love to knit and crochet and listen to things, audiobooks are amazing for that. Rowan's Impressions, hello, hi tribe, hi to everyone that's joined. We've moved, so I've got this mirror behind me that keeps flashing you light. Then I've got Cindy, you give your yarn to the birds. See, I've read that's good for their nests, and then I've read that it's not good in case they ingest them. I don't know whether it's good or not. So what I do is I've kept them all in a jar, and I want to make jewellery out of them. And again, that's something else that I need to look into. If I scoot forward, will you stop getting that flash of light? That's better, it's comfier. Then what else have we got? Yep, you're all saying that my new position looks good. Welcome back, Tribe Queen. Thank you. Oh no, that light. I didn't want my phone to die. I actually really quite like it here. Other than that, I could just block that mirror out. Then, yep, I do use some of the ends for stuffing as well, which is what Connie said. Then, I feel like I've missed something. Okay, so Izzy Designs. Ladies, what do you do with the tiny ends you snip off? Do you give them to the birds? What can I do with them? I think a lot of us, we create a lot of ends, and I've got jars and jars and bags of them, and I really want to make some jewellery out of them. Because why not? But I haven't gotten around to it, like many other things. I have seen people use them for stuffing. They use them, like me, they just put them in a jar because they look pretty. Don't know if anybody's got any more functional ideas for them. We've almost been live for an hour because I got here early. And we're still here just having a good old chat. I'm having fun, so I'm just gonna stay. I hope you lot are enjoying it. Then yes, Joanna's put, I love the juxtaposition between the bright roll doll and the dark vampire box. This is my life. This is my life. I'm like, oh, Darcy just hit my tripod. Bed, go on, go lie down. I think he's getting frustrated because he's not getting as much love. Bed, 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 bed. I love, love, love this. Just sums me up. Like, I'm really light-hearted and I love all of that, but then something inside me is just dark, emo, grungy like this. And I've got, the next shelf up is all black as well. Let's see if you can you see, look? Black, and then at the top, white. And then I've got some, like, random books hidden all over the place. There's some on some shelving over there. Oh, that light. And then there's some Harry Potter books down here and more upstairs, and all my self-development ones are in my room. Okay. Oh, Fibre Factory, hello. Hello. I have lots of minis from Fibre Factory to go back to that one. That's one of my favourite indie hand dyers. Darcy's just laid down on the sofa, thank goodness. I know, a whole hour has gone by. Yes, Joanna, resin. I want to make resin jewellery. So I was thinking of like setting them into like heart shapes for, you know, like chunky pendants, key rings, and yeah, coasters, anything like that. But I just haven't got around to buying the kit. It's something I need to do. I really want to make them into, I was thinking if I could make tiny little balls, like little round droplets, you know, kind of like a big bead shape that could then be made into stitch markers. You could just snip tiny little bits. That's another thing I want to do. If I could find a way to make them into stitch markers, that would be so cool. Having your leftover yarn marking your place on your yarn. I would like to make maybe, I've just got so many ideas. I need to invest in a resin kit, don't I, and do them. Maybe there's some people out there that can do it as well. And then I would just add in like keyring attachments so that I could put it on my keys. Maybe I could make a brooch that I could hang stitch markers off. Like, you repurposing your yarn ends for yarn jewellery. Wow. I really need to do it. I really need to do it. But yeah, Izzy, I don't need any more hobbies either. I used to do jewellery making, and I used to make chainmail jewellery, and that's why I can make so many of my own charms, because I have, my phone's going crazy, I have my own, I have a lot of leftover stuff from when I did jewellery making, so charms, which is why I've got so many charms, so many stitch markers, and I'm hoping that I might get 5 minutes to myself, maybe tomorrow. I've got a friend visiting, so I can maybe do it while she's here. I've got so many more charms that just need lobster clasp putting on, and then I can show you them all. I've got like some crowns, I've got some lotus shapes, I've got suitcases, there's so many, and I'd like to get those made up. And I also love sewing, so I've got an overlocker. Since I've got it, I haven't made anything with it, just haven't had time, bought fabric, try not to spend money. And I've got a knitting machine. So I mean, you list in one comment, list all of your hobbies that you do. So I can say that I do cross stitch, sewing, clothes and patchwork, jewellery making, beading, crochet, knitting. There's just not enough time, guys. There's just not enough time. And then reading, which is another big love. And I don't know about you, if you are a knitter crocheter, you either crochet or you read. And the more that I crochet, the less I'm now reading. So before I started HGDC, like 3-4, how long ago was it? I started the Instagram in like 2014, 2016. But definitely before I started the channel, I used to read a lot. And one year, I think maybe 2015, I read 100 books in 1 year. That's on my Goodreads. And then this year, I think I've read about 12, because all of my time goes into the channel. When I record, say it takes me 40 minutes to record, then it will take me at least 3 hours to edit it, and then it will export, and although I don't have to do it, I go back and check on it, and then I have to condense it, and then I upload it, so I easily lose, like, not lose, but use a good 40 minutes checking on that reflection, sorry, and then I working on the content to put into it as well. It's crazy how much time the channel takes, which I love, don't get me wrong, but it means that a lot of other things don't happen. So yes, okay, what have we got? If you take a jump ring and then tie them on and onto the end and put the jump ring on a lobster claw, yep, that's definitely a good idea. I could definitely do that. I've got some jump rings. It's just sitting there really, getting everything out of the cupboard that it's all in, and I just need to get my pliers and put all the jump rings on. I don't really use the you know, some knitters use the circle and then they slip it over onto the next needle and they carry on going round in the round. Even when I'm knitting in the round, I prefer to put the lobster clasp on. Paper beads. I'm just reading all of this like, wow. Okay, so we've got, I made some bead, Izzy said, I made some bead and charm stitch markers. That's pretty cool, that's what I do. Oh my goodness, look who's just joined us. I can never say your name and I should be able to say it, but Nadatarat has butchered it, didn't I? Hi, Kalisha, hi! I'm so excited. So we've got Kalisha from, and I can't say the word podcast here, but she's here in the comments. It's so cool. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, so we're just talking about all of the different hobbies that we've got. That reflection, so many different hobbies. And we've got, Joanna said that you can soak, so that you make paper beads, you can soak them in PVA and wrap around a knitting needle to make a bead, which is a really cool idea. I might give it a go, you know, because I've got time. And then Izzy's put that the hobby is everything you said plus hula hooping. That's cool. I also am big on the gym. I love going to the gym. And I used to do pole dancing last year as well. So I just need more time. I just need more time. Though, you know, because I've gone more minimalist now, I do have more time because I have less tidying up to do, less putting away to do. So that's pretty cool. Fibre Factory, editing is a pain in the... yes, editing. Like, I like the thought that maybe I could become a huge YouTuber and someone edit them for me. It's not going to happen, but editing. My brother's on YouTube as well, and we both say, like, we could record like 10 hours worth of footage, and then you know that that's like 30 hours of editing. And even though I've got a lot of it set up, so my intro I just copy in, my titles they're just there, just drag and drop, it just takes forever, it really does. And then I had a problem with my editing software a few weeks back, and that's why a vlog didn't go out for a couple of weeks. Oops, sorry, because it took me a few weeks to sort it out, and then finding the time then to sit and edit it. And whilst you're editing, you can't really crochet or knit. First world problems. But I have so much respect for anybody that vlogs and puts like a vlog out every day, because I don't know how they find the time to edit it, unless they're not, I don't know, maybe if that's your full-time job that makes sense. Okay, Cindy put, reading is so good but you don't end up with a finished project afterwards. So true, so true. Having a project gives you more life, like you get so excited and you've got something to show for it. My other thing, the other thing about reading is there's a book club at work. I haven't read one single book for that book club because I'm just like, I've just not read this year. I don't have much time to read. And there's so many books I want to read, so someone else telling me to read a book, that's awful. I need to put a bit more effort into that next year, because some of the book suggestions are really, really cool. I was going to read A Muppet's Christmas Carol and I haven't. Sandra's put, I hate to leave so soon, but I have some things to take care of. I just wanted to pop in and give you some support. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you for being here. Have a good evening. Nadi Ra Tani. I bet I still got it wrong. Nadira Tani. Nadira Tani. Just sound like I'm rapping to you know. Hi Kalisha. Hi. Okay. Kalisha, editing a podcast. What are your thoughts on it? Because it's my least favourite. You put a laughing face. I think I got that. I still pronounced it wrong. Joanna, you crochet, hand knit, machine knit. I didn't put machine knitting in. You do sewing, charm making, dyeing, cooking, watching vlogs and being a mummy. Wow. I need a nap for you. I need to take a nap for you. But then the stuff you produce is so amazing. So amazing. I've got one of your, let me just grab it. That light. I don't want to blind you with the, I have this project bag. Harry Potter project bag, which I absolutely adore, and I take it everywhere with me. It did have my leggings in, but the leggings are done, so pair 2 is now in it. Okay. Fibre Factories put, you and me both, lol. One day we'll be huge on the tinterwebs. One day, and then somebody can do all of this, all the editing for me. And then, not that I can even pronounce it, let me scroll back to the phonetic. Oh, where is it? Nadiratani. Hey, that sounded better. That sounded much better. Kanisha put, my goal is to shoot a no edit podcast one day. That's goals. Do you know how many takes? So, right, tribe, when I'm recording, I literally, it will take me like 4 or 5 attempts to do the intro and calm myself down and get it right. And then, most likely, partway through recording, I think, oh, I forgot something. And I have to run upstairs to grab it. And then I come back down. Like, you know, the birthday one, I went upstairs looking for my beads and they were behind me the whole time. So then you have to edit that out, crop it out, put in music in, put in subtitles in because I've forgotten names and all the rest of it. Oh, why do I do it to myself? Fibre Factory, oh my god, that project bag, yes. It's Josie Rose on Facebook. She sent this to me. I have a larger one that's got newspaper print on it, which has got like the dark marks seen again, you know, like Daily Prophet headlines. And then I've got one from the knitting machine that is the Deathly Hallows. So everyone that's commenting, if you look at the comments, Joanne Leader, she made these for me, and put your Facebook link in the comments, Josie, so that everyone can find you. There are, I know she's got loads of Harry Potter project bags on the go. I'm sure you'll be able to hunt down some different material, if not this one, because everyone loves Harry Potter. I just follow this everywhere. I told you, Kerry, because I can see your comments coming up, but I think there's a lag on you hearing me. So because I'm recording on my phone, but then my Mac's here, I can see comments coming through, but then because I'm talking, I think I'm like 20 seconds ahead. So I'm keeping an eye on it, so it looks like I'm answering you before you even, but no, honestly, you've just prompted me. Sylvia, hello from Wake Village, Texas, USA. Hi. Then, what have you put, Kerry? Where did you get the project bag? I have to use plastic grocery store bags. See, I was doing that for a long time, and then these turned up, and now there's no more plastic bags. I love these so much. I need to block out that light. I'm not even sure. Oh, it's the overhead light reflecting. Okay, the link is in the chat for the bags, everyone, so make sure you hit them up. We don't have a Walmart here, Kerry. We don't have one. I would like to visit a Walmart though, because I think you get cool stuff from there. Right, now, did I miss any questions? Oh, Izzy, I enjoy making bead candle necklaces. I'm a sad Yankee candle hoarder. That's not sad, that's really cool. I have quite a few different candles. I love the smell of the soft cotton, the fresh bed linen smell, like you've just washed your bed sheets. Love that smell. Did I miss any other questions? If so, put them below so that I can answer them for you. I have a question for you lot. Which, out of all my vlogs, which one is your favourite that I've put out there, or your favourite thing to watch in my vlogs if you don't have a favourite episode? So favourite episode or favourite thing that I talk about in my vlogs, what is it that you love to see? Jackie, hi from the south of the UK. Hi, I'm in the East Midlands. Oh yes, all the questions are coming in. So if you can start commenting favourite thing for you to see on the vlog or favourite episode, because that would be really useful. Doing a little bit of research. Okay, so Izzy added you, Josie. Awesome bags. The bags are amazing. Please go check out the link, and if you can, support Josie and buy a bag so we can all be matchy and have Harry Potter project bags. Do you enjoy baroche crochet? I've never done it. I tried to do baroche, probably pronouncing that word wrong too. I'm good at that. I probably pronounced that incorrectly. I tried to do it and I couldn't get my head around it, but to be fair, I wasn't on my own. I had people talking at me, and that's not conducive when you're trying to learn something. But I love the way it looks. I haven't seen it in crochet, so it's definitely something I'm going to look for, as well as that book I must remember. Hi from Savannah, Georgia, USA. Hi, loved your leggings. Thank you so much. I did bring them down. I'm just going to, you're going to get thinged by that light. Oh. Okay, I brought my leggings down. I've showed the Patreons already, and I guess because you lot have shown up, I should show you. I'm not going to put them on, but I want to change the waistband because it's slightly wonky, and because of my waist to hip ratio, when I pulled these on, they so my waist is like 23 inches or something, my hips are like 33, and so to cover that, to get over the 10-inch difference, I have to make, they have to have some stretch in them, and so then once I've pulled them up, they don't really fit on my waist properly. So I'm trying to do it with elastic. I've crocheted over an elastic, I've created an elastic waistband and crocheted over it. Just not happy with the way it looks, so I've got another idea that I'm going to try, but I think it's going to be very time intensive. But yes, it's so sparkly. This is from the pound shop in the UK, and it's two balls for 3 for 2. So you buy 2 balls, which is £2, you get the third free, so you get 150 grams for £2. And I don't know how much I've used, I haven't weighed it, but I think there's only about 400 to 500 grams. I honestly think there's about 400 grams for my leggings, which is pretty good going considering it covers my entire lower half of my body. They're not, so there's slightly see-through, but nothing to worry about. Like, you can't, even when they're stretched, so even if I stretch it, like, yeah, okay, you can see through there, but once it's against your skin like this, ooh, you can't see. I was really worried that it'd be really immodest, like I'd be showing everything. You can't see anything, so that's pretty cool. So there's my leggings. I want to block out that light because it's starting to, every time I move I make it worse. Right, if I just leave you like that and don't move my head. So yes, this is my leggings. I've left those stitch markers on because I just wanted to check that I'd finished on enough rounds, like that they matched either side. I've just moved the camera and then I moved my head. That I'm going to rip these down at some point because the seam is wonky. So Kalisha, you know when you did your crochet jumper in the round and your seam went slightly off? I've done that on these up the back and I know how to fix it. So, and yet I could insert a zipper. Should I do that? So I was thinking my options are crochet around a band of elastic. I've done that, but when you pull it, you can see the elastic through. If I put a lot of stitches on so that when you pull you can't see through, there's too many stitches and it bells out like that rather than being figure hugging, which I wanted. Though it's not a bad style feature for a different design I've got in mind. My other suggestion I've been given is to do a large amount of ribbing like this, but double, fold it in half and thread through some elastic, which I might try next. I could do a zipper. I need to lean this way. I could do a zipper or buttons or poppers. I want it so that it looks really nice. I'm also just going to try putting a drawstring through this and seeing if that just does the job. But I'm still going to end up ripping them back because my seam's wonky. So yeah, they're pretty cool, and I want a matching jumper because that glitter, so cool. Right, comments. Love the leggings, thank you. Izzy Designs favourite is about your blankets, your grumpy blanket, my granddad's blanket. That vlog, the blanket stack vlog, is without a doubt my most viewed. 6,000 views that's got, and I average usually like 300 views. But that's got almost a decade's worth of work in it, in all those blankets. They are directly behind you, so I'm looking at them. They don't really get used, you know, but they've got so many memories. The only one I use is my granddad's blanket, and that is on my bed right now. And then Darcy has a crochet blanket, but I've took it out of his bed at the moment because he keeps catching his claws on them, and every time I hear him squeal, oh, I feel like a bad mum. Renee's put, I love them all. It's like trying to choose a favourite yarn. Yeah, I get that. Is there a favourite element of the vlogs though? Do you love seeing, is it what I'm working on or new yarn, or is it when I take you places? Emma, you've also put, I like the one with the blankets in, the one with the project bag you made out of crochet. See, I've not really done anything with that pattern. I could redo that maybe. I've also got some plastic bag handles that I could make a bag out of. All this stuff that's just waiting for me. Kalisha, I love when you vlog out and about. My favourite was the Edinburgh one. I really enjoyed that. Oh, sorry, I kicked you. I really enjoy that on other channels. You know, when the vlogger takes you out and about and you get to see, because seeing a yarn festival in America is so different to the ones here. And like, do you know what you should do, Kalisha? Because I'd love to see it. Can you take me into like a Walmart and a Joann's and just show me the yarn? Because I don't know if I'll ever get to do it, but I could live vicariously through you. Then I will happily take you into some of my local yarn shops. I've did the Hobbycraft one, and I can definitely do more because there's loads of yarn shops around here. So yeah, please take me into a Walmart or any crafty places and show me the yarn, show me the love. Okay, then we've got Jackie. I love hearing about how you come up with your design ideas. It encourages me to give a try. Cool, that's good. I should put more of that in then. My design ideas are so random. Like I might just see a picture and think I want that, or I just think, oh, this is a sort of item that I'd like to wear. Come on. There we go. I'm back. Just seeing this little symbol do this on my screen. Yeah, I put a lot of my designing into my journals, definitely my bullet journal, so I hope you like seeing that because I show them a lot. Izzy Designs, haha, yeah, stand on the table and put your leggings on and show us your pole dance. No, I only did pole dance for the strength as opposed to the, oh, look at me. But the leggings I will be putting on for my vlog, definitely, and showing them off. I think this has just put itself all the way back up. JAB, yes, that's a good idea, like a brim on a hat and then a drawstring. Definitely drawstring. Izzy, it is black elastic, and it doesn't look terrible, but it just annoys me that I can see through it. So I'm trying to think. Oh, I've just had a brainwave. Could you see that coming? So what I've done is I have, maybe I should crochet a cover around the elastic. That was my boomerang moment. There's 33 of us here now. Wow. That is my, did you see that, like, see the churning? Do you want me to grab the crochet to show you what I've done so far? Let me turn this so I don't blind you. Hopefully I won't. Just look away from that light. Okay, right. What I've done, can you see I've crocheted over the elastic? It doesn't look that bad, I know it doesn't, but when I put it on and I look down, I can see the elastic. And the way I've done this is I've put like that, can you see? So I've done the stitch under there, and so I've done the half double crochets in America, so it's like yarn around the hook, go under the elastic, put the yarn around, and so it's created like a loop as opposed to a stitch. So what if I crochet an actual band to go around the elastic? That might work. And then also, can you see how frilly that is? Because of the amount of stitches I've done to cover that elastic, there's too many stitches for my waist. So these sit really snug. That's tiny. There's obviously some stretch in it, but then that ruffles up. And I love the ruffle up, don't get me wrong, like that's, I'm tempted to snip this and keep it as part and put it on my board as inspiration, because I think I could totally rock a design. I could totally rock a design like that, but I don't like when it expands. You can see the elastic through there. Anyway, oh, more comments. So I can see Cindy's put your favourite bit is the Real Talk episode. That was where I focus more on the mental health and just just real life. So we all watch vloggers and we all think they're amazing, and I have so much respect for everyone out there, but social media really taints us. And so in Real Talk I really went into, like, you know, we all have our own insecurities and all of that sort of stuff. I think I might do a few more on like overcoming like fear and self-doubt, because this journey has definitely helped me, well, my journey with HGDC is definitely, that's been some of the obstacles in my past. I could always say how I helped try to deal with it. I'm not necessarily overcome it all. Edinburgh is getting a lot of, everyone loved Edinburgh. Edinburgh Yarn Festival was amazing. It's one of my really like big moments of 2018, especially because I went by myself and I met so many great people. I would like to go again in 2019, but I'm not entirely sure that I will go, because in my personal life, I've got other priorities, and so I'd like to think that maybe I'll go next in 2020, but hopefully there will be other. I've sort of signed myself up to go along to Junction 13, which is a yarn festival in Staffordshire. So although you probably won't see Edinburgh Yarn Festival from me, you'll definitely see it from, you'll definitely see other festivals without a doubt, because I can't go cold turkey on yarn. I cannot. I've been here 90 minutes. Are you not bored yet? I'm having quite a good time just chatting away to you all. It is 11 minutes past 10 here. But I'm loving this. I'm enjoying this. We've got charge. We're all good. I like my little setup. Spending time with my tribe. I'm going back to the real talk. Definitely like doing HGDC. It's been so amazing, and I feel so different from the me that I was this time last year. But being being videoed, I want to get braces. I don't like that my teeth aren't straight, and it's always bothered me, but now that I'm more on camera, I don't mind watching myself back. My voice doesn't bother me. I quite like my voice, but I hate seeing my teeth, and now I showed you, you're all going to be looking. So that's a real talk thing. So I've actually gone and had a consultation so that I can look at getting them straightened. I've got so many notifications coming through on my phone, and I'm just like, wow. I can see the comments come up there and there and there, and I'm just like, oh my god, these people are all talking to me. Yeah, so that's I've got a Darcy hair. That's definitely a real talk. Like, we all have our own insecurities, and being on social media, being in the public eye, can definitely highlight them. But I just think it's important to stay true to yourself and not lose who you are. There's nothing wrong with improving yourself or making changes if you're unhappy, but just, yeah, staying true to yourself. And I think doing HGDC has made me even more myself. I have lost a lot of my, for example, I went somewhere yesterday and I took my crochet with me, and I sat there and I crocheted with 2 random people with me, and I wouldn't have done that a year ago. I wouldn't have. I didn't knit or crochet in public. That's another question for you. Do you knit and crochet in public? Because pre-HGDC, like YouTube HGDC, I didn't, because the comments, and I just didn't do it. Whereas now, I take crochet with me wherever I go, and if I'm sitting, then I'm crocheting, then there's yarn in my hand. And I pulled it out and I did it, and then about half an hour in, I thought, I'm sat here with 2 randoms that don't do yarny life at all, and I'm not even fussed. And that's like the power of HGDC. I feel so much more myself, which is just amazing. Okay, Cliche, I think the folded over waistband will work. If you do cover it, it might be too thick. Yeah, that's what I thought. It might sit too bulky. But then this neckline, it's a store-bought. That is a folded over, and it is bulky. It is thick. I think the covered band is going to work. I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to use like a single crochet and just knit a rectangle, and then I'm going to seam it along the bottom, and then feed the yarn, the elastic through, and then sew that closure, and then that's it, guys. You lot are amazing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it now. Okay, so we've got, you could try and sew wide elastic straight onto the crochet if you're brave. I could, see, that was another suggestion I have had, is to go in from behind it. But will that, I don't know how that will help keep its shape. Where did I dash the yarn? So if I was to put elastic on the inside of that, would it keep its shape, or would this top bit pucker up? Now if I put elastic around, say like here, when I put them on, will that not just pucker up and gape, and then it will be held in where the elastic is? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to try. I'm gonna make up like 5 or 6 different waistbands and do all the different, that's what I think I'll do actually. If I sew together or cut a load of the strips and then show you, so I can use that one that I've just chucked down there where I've looped round, I'll do a cover, I would do another one where I double it over, and I'll just show them all to you, and then I'll put the rest of the leggings on after that, once I've decided on the waistband properly. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, more comments. Megan, hi Megan, I don't think I said hello to you. From California. I bet your weather's gorgeous, I'm so jealous. It's refreshing to see a crochet channel from a younger person's perspective. I like to see your modern take on traditional crochet. Thank you. I definitely don't find as many people my age group. So I'm 29 now, and I know I look about 19. I'm fine with that. I go to a lot of like knit nights, crochet, natter and all that sort of stuff, and I'm always the youngest by a good like 20-30 years easily. I don't mind that because there's a lot of knowledge, there is a wealth of knowledge within these groups, and the people are lovely and age doesn't bother me. But then on the same note, my 74-year-old grandmother is not going to make a knitted pair of leggings to like look like an Instagram baddie. She'd do it for warmth, so I do come at it from a slightly different angle, and that's what I love about having YouTube for HGDC, is I get to meet other like-minded people, and I get to put, I'm hoping I can put some designs out there for you all that you would all like to make too, which leads me to, because I have seen it in the comments, Enamoured and my granny square jumper. Enamoured is pretty much ready to release, but I don't feel comfortable to do it. There's a couple of sticking points. I feel like I need to take the front off. You know the navy version I made? I feel like I need to take the front panels off and redo them. And my face just says it all. I don't want to have to do that. I need to get photographs done. So that's 2 points, and the third one is the pattern. I'm just not sure I'm doing it right. So what I've done with the money from Patreon, yesterday actually, I've signed up for an e-course called 101 Pattern Writing by Knit and Designs by Tian, T-I-A-N. I hope that's how you say her name. I get everyone's name wrong. And that, so I get the first instalment by email tomorrow, Sunday. And by the end of that, I should have, because I have to use my own pattern as I go along, it gives homework, and by the end of it, I should have Enamoured ready to launch. So that's going to hopefully soothe and help me with my anxieties on pattern writing. I just want to get it right for you all, and I'm such a perfectionist, and I don't want to put something out there and then you just think, oh, that I've not written the pattern very well, and then you don't want any others from me. And it is my first pattern as well, so I need the pattern to be written up so that I can send it out to testers, and then it'll be tested. In order to send out the finished pattern, I need photographs. I now have a tripod which I'm using now. The only other thing is lighting, but I can take pictures during the day, that's not a problem. I can get around that. I do eventually want to get studio lights because it looks quite, The lighting's alright, but it looks grainy, so I need a bit more illumination. I've got a light here. It just makes me look yellow. Is that better? Ooh. Yeah, so the lighting, I want to sort the lighting out. I don't really like that. And then my other point was taking the project apart. I just need to sit there and do it. I'm tempted to make another version in more colours. So what colours would you suggest I make the second version of Enamoured in? So yes, I am working on my patterns coming out. I really, really want to do that. I want to do that because I want to see my patterns out there. I want to do it because I want to be able to say I'm officially a crochet designer. And so to do that, I need to put patterns out properly. And also I would like to make some money off it, just being real there. I'd like to see, you know, even if I only sell 10 of them, that could be enough to get me the studio lights I really want. So it's all going to go back into the channel, so why not? Patterns are coming, I promise. I've just hit 100 minutes. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing all these comments coming through. What you're saying? Izzy's not bored. Good, good, good. We're here for the crochet. I've not really shown you much crochet. Yeah, I always have yarn in my bag. Always, always. Don't go anywhere without yarn, because you never know when you might get 20 minutes to work on a project, and that's how you get your projects finished. Nothing wrong with crafting in Public Fibre Factory has said. Do it all the time. I do all the time now. Something that I did not used to do it. Right, I'm going to do all of the waistbands and show you them all. Izzy, crochet in front of others. I learnt 3 weeks ago and I haven't even been in the bath or brushed my hair. Oh dear, you've got the crochet fever. Stuck over your life. Welcome. That's what I mean. Like, I don't read anymore. I forget to eat. I have to set reminders on my phone. Get up, like, get out of your bed, walk around. Oh dear. Emma, we have a hobbycraft in Lincoln. I try not to go in it too much. I probably spend too much and only go in now and again. I went to the one in Nottingham last Monday. I think it was last Monday. It's amazing in there. So much yarn. I got some great stuff. My vlog on that went up today. Should have gone up a few days ago, but anyway. And yeah, I will go back, but not for a while because I will spend so much money. Right, Fibre Factory. I have to go walk the dog before she runs off with my shoes again. Great to see you all. Have a wonderful new year, everyone. Thank you for popping in. Go rescue your shoes. And yes, happy new year to everyone, because we're not far off. Josie's put, we watched the vlogs for the crochet, not your teeth. I know, but I get really self-conscious about them. I just have to crochet even more to keep you distracted. Right, what else have I missed? I'm gonna have to go back and read all of these after. It's just crazy. I do really like it though, because look how much we've got to interact. And I'm blown away that you're all here. Really am blown away. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I've changed it so I can see all of the messages. We grow through all our journeys. Your crochet journey will continue to let you branch out and become the best you. Definitely. Crochet is helping me live my best life. It's changed my confidence levels. It's changed the connections in my life. Yeah, it's so, so cool. I can just see that Emma's commented. I'm going to say good night. I've enjoyed listening and watching you. Look forward to your next podcast. Happy New Year to you. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, Emma. Thank you so, so much. And Happy New Year to you too. So it's 10:25 here. So if anyone's still here from the UK, we're doing good. I I think I'm up to date with comments. Don't know if there's any more questions that you want to ask me. What questions did I ask you? So I asked you what you were here for, which is a good one. You've helped me with my waistband as well. We've covered books, we've covered favourite yarny moments, favourite vlogs. I watch a lot of other vloggers as well. But you know what, I haven't spent as much time recently on YouTube, but when I'm cooking, I put my over-ear headphones on and I prop my phone up and I watch vlogs. So I did that today. And I like to watch random ones that they recommend to me, and then I've got my favourites that I repeatedly go back to. Josie's put, we can see how much you've grown from your first episode. You know, when you go back and look, like, I feel like a different person, and when you look, it's so different, so much more confident, and just, I feel a lot calmer when I'm talking to myself. And my direction with my crochet and my knitting is completely changed. So I was really about like making blankets, making whatever was the latest hype, and now I'm like, I just want to make items of clothing. I need to do another vlog. I was going to record it earlier, and then I ended up, my grandmother had been in the hospital and she needed some medication. Like, it was still at the hospital, and it would have took her about 40 minutes just to drive and get it. So I said I would get it and drive out to her. So I've spent like 2 hours in the car. No, not 2 hours. I spent like, yeah, almost 2 hours, 40 minutes either way, and then a little bit of time at hers. I should have been recording them, but that's life. I was going to record a vlog on my Make 9 for 2019. I'm doing it. So Make 9, I can't remember who made it up, but somebody on Instagram did this thing where you pick 9 projects that you want to make in the coming year. If you watch Vullenfine on her Make 9, she did say who it is that made it up. And then, oh, Sabri, you've put Happy New Year, my dinner is calling me. I look forward to a live crochet along in the future. Yes, we'll definitely do that. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your dinner. So Vullenfine, she tells you who did the Make 9. Like, everyone usually picks a pattern that already exists. I've done mine slightly different in that I've made, there's 9 projects I want to work on, but only 2 of them are already patterns that are in existence. The others are ones that I want to make myself. So it might be a little bit over ambitious, but then in saying that, look how quickly I made those leggings. So I have picked Res K. Hey girl! Hey! Thank you for joining. Yeah, I've picked my 9 projects. I've definitely, like, I need to be fully focused to get these done. And I'm going to record that and hopefully put it out. I wanted to put it out before the end of the year, which gives me like 2 days. I might be able to record on Monday, but it's not going to be edited and up for 2018. It'll probably go out in 2019. And as you guys are here, I'll tell you some of the projects. So I want to make a co-ord set, which if you go on like Pretty Little Thing or Boohoo, you click co-ord sets, you get like a matching, I have the same material top and trousers, top and skirt. So I want to do that, which is probably what these leggings are going to be. And then I would like to do some lacy socks, knitted socks. So I've got my lacy fern socks. Can you remember the pattern I was making myself? I'd like to get them finished. And then also I got a new book, which is upstairs. I'll show you on the vlog, a recorded vlog. So I've got a lacy sock pattern there. I really want some lacy socks for my wardrobe. So that's another project I've put in there. So yeah, I've listed 9. I'm going to make them. I do feel a little bit like, wow, you've picked some big stuff, but if you're doing a Make 9, then let me know, or if you know what project you want to work on in 2019, let me know. Alright, what's going on in the comments? So we've got Kerry Elizabeth, I spent way too much money at the craft store today. I went to Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Mind blown. I want to go to a Michael's so badly. So badly. I need somebody in the USA to allow me to come visit you and stay. I promise I'll just stay for like one night. Take me to a Michael's store with you. I've heard so much. I've seen like the pictures. I want to go. I'm going to travel all the way to the USA just to buy yarn. Then everyone's agreeing with Joanna Josie that you can see how far I've come since I've been vlogging. It's crazy. Like, even if I go back in my journals, the things I used to write and my worries are no more. Like, my mindset is completely different. And then also the way I set up, everything is so different. So I no longer feel the need to sit and write out everything that I'm going to do. I'm a bit more like, just go with it. And then at the same time, I'm just more focused. It's so cool. Okay, what else have we got going on here? Kerry, the Michael store is about 45 minutes away. I wish. I want to come over so badly. Jackie, do you think you'll design knitted garments as well as crochet? Yes. Yes, I will. Knitted socks without a doubt. Then I can see me doing knitted jumpers. I think as my knitting skills grow, then yes, there will be knitted projects. But crochet, I feel more comfortable with and I spend more time doing. So as I'm already quite worried about putting a project out, I want to do it in crochet. It's like it's my first language. And so, oh, there was a comment about that crochet language. And so because I feel more comfortable crochet and I'm quicker at it, if I had to knit those leggings, they would not be finished. I'm so much quicker at crochet. But yes, there will be knitting projects coming. I can't say when. I think socks would be the first thing, in all honesty, and then we'll see from there. The other thing that I'm working on is I've got a knitting machine and I want to make knitted jumpers, so that's really cool. What, Emma, I've said bye to you. Who else? Res K, what's good? Everything's good. I am so blessed. I'm loving having you all here, even though my phone's going mental. So if I've been on 111 minutes, 60 minutes to an hour, we've almost been here 2 hours. Whoa. So you know when I finally come off this and then this uploads, anyone that's not been here has then got to sit through 2 hours of me having this weird, it is like a two-way conversation, but you only hear my voice. So I wonder how many people are actually going to sit and watch the whole it's going to be well over 2 hours, the whole 2 hours of me just chatting. Crazy. We'll see how many views we get. Izzy Designs, is there an alternative yarn to acrylic you would recommend? I tried to buy bamboo yarn but got 28 miles of embroidery thread. Oh no! Oh no! I don't know, what do you think, Tribe? I'm a big acrylic yarn user. I've used a bit of cotton yarn. Izzy, I can't remember where you live. Are you in the UK? I would say go to a shop and just go and squish yarn is the best thing you can do. And maybe they've got samples of things made up that you can touch and see how it drapes and feels. It depends why you don't want to use acrylic as well. It might be environmental reasons or just personal preference. So if you want something softer, you might want something really luxurious. I'd say hit up the indie designers, but definitely just go to a shop, Hobbycraft or Michael's or whatever it is that you've got. Kerry, I can see that you're going. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Have a lovely night. Yeah, go to a shop, squish some yarn, Izzy, and you should find something that you like. Res K, you still got your Christmas tree up. Yeah. It's gonna come down maybe Monday. It's the last day of the year. I don't want to go into January with it, but then I don't really want to take it down because I love it. It makes it feel so warm and cozy in here. Then Izzy's put them laughing my ass off, Joanna. It's a screaming minute here, lol. I think I must have missed something, but I don't know what I've missed. Then we've got Josie, I've had my knitting machine over a year now and still haven't made a jumper, even though I've made loads of patterns. Yeah, well, I say I'm going to make a jumper. I bought an overlocker to make clothes and it's still got the plastic wrapping on it. All I've done is threaded it up once. I'll probably make loads of samples and then end up sewing them together, and that would be about it. But I would like to use up a lot of these random skeins of yarn, balls of yarn that I've got into a jumper, and I just have a crazy bright jumper. Izzy, you're in Oxford? Yes, just go to a local yarn shop and try squishing yarn. If you've got a Hobbycraft, pound shops have yarn, B&M home stores have yarn, Wilkinson's have yarn, and then look for your independent ones on the high street and squish that yarn. Eco reasons, so I'm totally on board because I'm trying to be a lot more zero waste. Producing something plastic man-made is not good for the environment, but acrylic yarn has all of its own advantages, such as you can put it in the washing machine. Like if you make a jumper, you can put it in the washing machine and wash it. So yeah, acrylic yarn isn't the best for the environment, but equally, if you're going to make a jumper and use it for like 10 years, then it outweighs the production because you're reusing the item. If it's for eco reasons, the best yarn to use is 100% wool, and you might be able to find a local sheep breeder that can give you yarn that you can knit, that you can buy. You can buy fleeces in their raw natural state and then you have to spin them, and that's quite a process, but I would say you need to find indie yarn dyers that do like more 100% wool. But wool, definitely, wool is what you need to go for. I would check out, if you like wool, then you need to do more like the Icelandic, Norwegian type podcasters, because that's what they use, because it's very readily available in their countries and it's heavily used because it's so warm, and obviously they're in cold countries, and yeah, that's all I can say on that. You definitely need to do it. Right, what else have we got? Josie, I forgot to put spinning from my list. You spin as well? Wow, it's crazy. Jackie, you've put, Izzy, have you tried a 50-50 cotton acrylic mix? I found that's good. Cotton is really good, I think, for summer items, like summer tops, and it's quite hard wearing and durable, so I've made washcloths and face scrubbies and things out of it. I can't believe you spin as well, Josie, that's crazy. Like, you have a baby too and you've got all these amazing hobbies. Wow. No wool, you're vegan, Izzy. I was vegan over the summer. But see, I totally get vegan, right? I totally 100% totally get it. I'm on board with you. I'm vegan gang. But, and here comes the but, it's eco-friendly and it's natural. If you can find a local sheep breeder that has just like 10 sheep and they love them and they look after them dearly, you know, like they give them pedicures and there's no ill treatment, you know what I'm saying? If you can get their yarn, their wool, their fleece, then you're not harming an animal. Sheep have to be shaved, and if those sheep are kept and they're very well looked after and they're not bred to be slaughtered, then use that product, because there's so many farmers out there that can't sell their fleeces and so they're burnt or they're buried, or you know, it's just, that's a complete waste of a natural resource. And if more of us used proper wool, then we wouldn't have so much acrylic plastic yarn produced. We really wouldn't. And wool, if you make yourself a woolly jumper, as long as you look after it, you'll give it to your grandchildren. Like it won't disintegrate. Whereas acrylic yarn, eventually that thing is going to end up in the bin, even if it is after 10 years, and it's not going to biodegrade the way that wool will. So yeah, I'm totally vegan. I'm with you. But then you just think about, maybe if you can find a lovely shepherdess close to you that loves the bones of those sheep and is not going to slaughter them, and they're not bred for that, then think about using their fleece, honestly. No pedicures, you know what I mean though, like they just look after the animal. Like I look after Darcy, he's more of a pet. He's not bred to keep breeding, he's not bred to, you know, they've got those sheep because they've got a functioning farm, and there's so many farmers out there that could make their farm more sustainable if they could actually sell off the natural product it produces. And I think I'm probably a bit biased because I've been to knit and natter groups where they bring in the fleeces, and these people are honest to God normal people that live around here, but they've got a bit of land and they've got sheep, and if they don't sell these fleeces, they honestly just bury them or they burn them, and that's such a waste. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna just stop on that one. You can, if you don't want to take a new yarn, okay, let me rephrase that. Rather than buying wool, you could go to a charity shop and rip down a 100% wool jumper and use that. That's another way that you might be able to do it. Because then you're just upcycling, recycling, so it's okay. I don't know. Keeps the sheep warm, it'll keep us warm. Did I miss other questions? I don't know. Okay, Khadija said you can do testing without photos. See, I could send them out to be tested without photos and then put the photos in after. I think I'm psyching myself out too much about putting a pattern out there to the point, oh, Darcy, to the point where I'm just too scared to do it. So that's my next big giant that I need to slay. Darcy, go lie down. Darcy, go lie down. Darcy's at the limit of his patience and we're 2 hours in, so he's done pretty well. Okay, right then. I'm gonna stay until 11, so it's 22:43. I'm gonna stay till 23, and I'm gonna feed my munchkin here, who's giving me a load of fuss, and get myself off to bed. So you've got 16 minutes. So if you've got any more questions, put them in now. I'm just gonna grab my water bottle. I've been talking for a long time. Alpaca yarn, again, that's another animal product, so if you're vegan you probably won't want to use it. I've never worked with alpaca, so I couldn't tell you what it's like. I can say though, woolen socks feel so much better than acrylic socks because they make your feet sweat when it's acrylic. Darcy, stop hitting the tripod. So when Darcy wants me to like get up, what he does is he shuts the lid on my Mac. He can't get to that, so he's now hitting the tripod every time he does a circle to let me know that his patience has run out. Okay guys, 15 minutes. What other questions have you got? Darcy's He's had enough. Treats aren't going to work. Don't hit that tripod. If only you could see him. No. You can probably hear him. This is how he wears me down. So he knows but stuff, and then he paces, and I'm really sensitive to noise. So after about 2 minutes of him pacing, I have to get up just so that he won't pace anymore. Okay. Vegan friendly fibres according to Fibre Factory are rose and nettle, and yes, well-bred sheep. Apparently I'm right. I like being right. Only source is fleece from farms that you've been to, so you can see the animals first. Exactly. So, oops, sorry. If you can go to a farm and see the way that animal is treated and looked after, and the purpose for them being there, then if you can take their yarn, then do it. Their yarn, their fleece, and have it made into yarn, do it, because you are supporting the environment. And it's, I get with vegan, you don't want to, if you're vegan because you don't want animal cruelty and you don't want to hurt animals, then I totally get it. But if those animals are looked after really, really well, then support the owners by taking the product that they've so carefully, you know, harvest from those animals. The sheep aren't going to miss their fleece at all, but they will miss their owner if the owner can't sustain looking after them. I have honey in my diet because I know the beekeeper, and I know the bees are very well looked after, and if they didn't look after the bees, then we'd have even less bees on this planet to go and pollinate the flowers that we need to make all of the food that we eat. So yeah, I totally get it. Josie's put, also woolly jumpers are good to felt in the washing machine and then cut up and sew into items. Oh, I never thought of doing that. I could maybe make like felted bottoms for my slippers by doing that. That's good to know. I don't mind the vegan, I quite like the vegan talk, Izzy. So my housemate's vegan. There's a couple of people in my life that are vegan, and I'm totally on board with it. I went vegan. Darcy's now trashing stuff. I went vegan for health benefits. I love animals, don't get me wrong, and I hate hearing and seeing that they've been treated badly. And when I went away in the summer, I could hear dairy cows literally like screaming, and I asked why, and it was because their babies had been taken off them so that they would carry on producing milk, they could harvest the milk, and that will stick with me forever. And that's because they've been bred for mass commercial use. I'm totally on board with all of that. But then I'm also really on board with supporting, like animals supporting human life and is being able to coexist and use each other. But anyway, Kalisha said that the vegan talk is interesting, so don't worry, it's a good thing. Then I did say in one of my vlogs that I am vegan, but I have honey and turkey in my diet, so obviously I'm not vegan. I follow a vegan diet. I don't have dairy. Sometimes I put eggs in. There's eggs in my fridge, but I just haven't felt like eating them. Probably going to end up giving them away. If I can find a chicken farm, a local that I trust, and then I'll have those eggs. I cut out animal products because of immune system issues that I have had and still have. And in a nutshell, my immune system has been gradually getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, to the point where I was having allergies, allergic reactions weekly. I was going to hospital multiple times, and yeah, I just needed to do something drastic, and I became quite ill. Like 2018, I've not been in the best health at all, and it's quite scary when you lose your health. And so I went vegan as sort of a way to just take everything out of my diet, stripped everything out, and hoped that my body would reset itself, which it has. Like there's a massive improvement now. But because of my allergies, so I've got a nut allergy, I carry an EpiPen, I cannot have nuts at all. And that's massive for a vegan. It's a big source of protein and fats, and I can't have that. And I'm soy intolerant, and soy is used in a lot of alternatives, a lot. And I can't have it. So it was making it really difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. And whilst I was off work, and I had a bit more time to prep food, because as a vegan all your food is a lot fresher, and so I had a lot of you know, like I wouldn't really make things in bulk every meal. I would go and make that meal. So whilst I was off work that was fine, but going back to work I didn't really have that time, and so I put turkey back in as a source of protein, especially with going to the gym and I lift weights. I was struggling without having a protein hit. So I do eat 90% of my meals vegan. The last 2 or 3 times that I have eaten vegan, I just got a message through. Sorry guys. The last 2 or 3 times I've eaten out, I've eaten vegan. But I'm not as strict on myself. And I, hand on heart, can say that taking out animal products has changed my life. It really has, and I will not go back to having dairy in my diet, because I had a mad binge on dairy chocolate, milk chocolate, about a month ago, and I had the first flare up that I've had since I went vegan. And when I went vegan, before I was vegan, you know the daily antihistamines you have, hay fever tablets over the counter, it's on the equivalent of 24 a day, and I was still having reactions. I went vegan, and within a couple of days I took out all of the antihistamines. I've not taken an antihistamine since June the 9th, and I'm a girl that was popping 24 a day. So totally on board with vegan. And if you can give me some more ways of putting protein in my diet without eating nuts and soy, and with legumes I can only have a very small amount, because again it's very similar to soy protein and my body can't break it down. Darcy just headbutted you again. What's the comment saying? All about balance, good to hear everyone's point of view, definitely. I'm sat in between both camps. I totally get why people are vegan, and I've been there myself, and I 100% get it. But then because I can't be full on vegan because of my allergies, I'm a little bit, I have come out of your gang a little bit, but I've always said that I would still use wool, and I'm very much live and let live and do no harm to others, and so as long as animals aren't being harmed I will use the products. Local honey is really good because it uses the local pollen, which means if you ingest, Darcy, stop it. If you ingest the local honey, it's supposed to build a resistance up in your body. The problem I was having is, because I had such a low level of inflammation in my body all the time from dairy, soy and whatever else I was putting in, because I didn't learn about some of these allergies until quite recently, and so if you keep putting that inflammation in your body ends up kind of shutting down, because it's constantly fighting that. And so because it was constantly fighting the inflammation, when other things were coming into my body, it was then fighting that because it just decided it didn't like it. And so I'd gained something like 8 different allergies and intolerances over the space of the last 2 years, not even that. So if you think I went vegan in June, I'd say from June 2017 to June 2018 I gained so many allergies, it's ridiculous. And then by going vegan I've reversed so many of them. I haven't tested nuts, and I'm not going to. I'm keeping that out of my diet. But anyway, back to yarn. I've tried bamboo, I've tried cotton. I'd like to try hemp yarn. And I didn't realise you could get something like rose and nettle. I'm definitely going to look into that. Fibre Factory, the one food stuff I'd never buy is eggs. I have seen all the scare documentaries. If I can find a local egg farmer that, like, not a farmer, chicken keeper, then I would use those eggs without a doubt. They taste so much better, and as long as they're being fed, the diet is so important. So as I said, I'm soy intolerant. What I didn't realise is cows are fed on soybeans. So the whole time I was eating beef, I was basically poisoning myself without realising, and same with milk. I don't think I'm dairy intolerant. I think I'm soy intolerant, but there's soy in my dairy because they're feeding cows on soy. So I'm poisoning myself and I didn't know. So I will not be going back to red meat at all. And cows are my favourite animal anyway, so I feel a bit better about that. There will be no milk going back in my diet. And then same with eggs. Depending on what your chickens are fed on, you're ingesting that, and it does have a big impact on your body. I can wear wool and not itch. Some acrylic yarns do itch me, but then I know some people can't wear wool, and you'd think you could because it's a natural product, but then not so natural. And if I come within 2 seconds of them being here, I start breathing. So pineapple, I can't eat raw pineapple. I react to it, and it's because of the pollen in it. So they say it's good because it raises your immunity, but I don't have any immunity. So Kalisha's vegetarian mostly. See, sometimes, yeah, that's what I'm like. I'd say I'm mostly vegan, and then I'd say like one meal a day or every other day is got turkey in it. Saying that, today I have been 100% vegan, and I've been to the gym, so I should have had turkey because I did a heavy leg session. But vegan life, and yesterday, vegan. What was yesterday? The days just merge in this crimbo limbo. Oh, I've got 3 minutes before I said I'd go. I was vegan on out Thursday, vegan. Friday night, completely confused. Is it Saturday? It's Saturday, Friday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I've been vegan for 3 days. I last ate meat on Boxing Day. When was Boxing Day? Where's my calendar? Wednesday is the last day I ate meat, and I had the smallest amount of chicken, and that's because I used the chicken gravy on my rice. Christmas Day I ate turkey. I tried a tiny bit of gammon, couldn't deal with it. I gave away my pigs in blankets, couldn't do it. And then Christmas Eve, again, vegan. So Christmas has made me non-vegan, but even then it's been small. Keisha said the shop Alternate Universe is a vegan focused yarn shop, and I think it's in Bristol. Ooh, I'm now thinking, oh, road trip, how can I fit that in? I have said I want to do a yarn crawl for my 30th. So you know how people usually go on pub crawls and they have a drink everywhere they go? I want to go to every single yarn shop. I wanted to do it in Europe, and then I was thinking of doing another one in the UK because I want to go to Countessa Blazer's shop in Manchester. There's a couple in London, and then, you know, now there's this one in Bristol. What would be amazing is if I had my van that's been converted by the end of next year and I could go in that. So I best get working hard and see what happens. Izzy said apparently you only need 4 grams of protein, a can of chickpeas low. I think because I lift weights, I think it works out at like 2 to 3 grams of protein for every kilo that I weigh. And I weigh 50 kilo, I need at least 100 grams of protein in my diet. Ooh, just got YouTube comments on my other vlog. It's all popping, it's all popping. This is the longest I've gone without checking my phone as well. because I have an iPhone addiction. There's nothing to it. Some of the people that I hang out with, the amount that my phone is in my hand is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Don't know if any of you are like that. Renee said, thank you, Heather. It's been lovely today. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting me in so many ways. We've got Izzy put, add me on Facebook. Tyrion, I'd like to buy some spray next time. Oh, what are you spraying? I take B12 tablets and supplements as well. Iron. B12 does a lot for my mental health. Don't know if it helps anyone else out there. Vitamin D3, because I am half black. Well, any human being needs vitamin D3, vitamin D, and when you live in this country, you don't get that. And with my ethnicity, you need even more, so I take that. But anyway, back to the yarn. Ooh. See, Tyrion, my son is vegan, he's military fit, and he eats very little soy or nuts. Again, I think each their own. True, true. I just need to find that protein source. And it's a shame that I can't just exist off yarn and yarn fumes. Because Lord knows there's enough of it around me and in my life. Okay. What else have we got going on? Wow. Hi Roseanne from New Zealand. Wow. This is so cool. Wow, thank you so much for joining. Izzy, does he need a wife? Yeah, hey. I avoid soy. No soy in my diet. It really, really upsets me. The yarn diet sounds perfect, says Tyrion. Honestly, I often make jokes and say I wish I could just plug myself in, or that yarn would just fuel me. Okay, Darcy, I know. That's definitely, we've definitely ended on a not so quite yarny topic, because we went into the whole vegan thing, vegan gang. Do you have special New Year's Eve plans? I'm going to spend New Year's Eve with my church, which is not something I've done before, because I wasn't with them this time last year. I don't know what they've got planned. Last New Year's I spent it at home and it was lovely, and I worked on my vision boards and journaled and set myself up for the year. And this year I would like to go and do something, but I'm not really a big party drinker. I went out for my birthday and Christmas parties. My birthday is 16th of December, and then up until Christmas Day, 24th, 25th of December, I would join in the festivities, drink, go out and whatnot. But after that, I'm just not about that life. So it's like for 1 week of my life and that's it. So I don't really want to go out and drink. 2016 I did go on a night out, but I didn't drink. I just watched everyone else get really drunk. I had a really, really good time. So I'm going to try it with the church and see what that's like. I'd like a bit more of them in my life, so it seems like a good way to start the new year. As I don't have that significant other, there's definitely someone in my life that I think has got potential, but we're not there yet, so I'm going to spend it with church. Yes, Izzy, we went off topic. And we all want to see Tyrion's son and know how old he is. Hopefully he's older than me. Oh dear. And then Josie's put, before you go, thank you so much, you've been amazing, and extra thanks for the shout out, keep doing what you're doing, have a fantastic new year. Oh, thank you, that's so cute. Shout out for the project bags. I just love the tribe. I've loved being here. We've done 143 minutes. Yo, tribe, that's crazy. I'm losing my voice. Darcy's headbutting me like doink, 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 aren't you, baby? So it is time to go. I hope I've answered all your questions. It's been so good to have you here and seeing that you're all talking to each other. I feel like maybe we need a Facebook group, and I did say I was going to do it in conjunction with Patreon. We've covered so many great questions about patterns. Patterns is something, it's big on my list for 2019, and I'm really striving towards it. And there will be voucher codes for everyone on Patreon. That is for definite. Patreon will have first access without a doubt. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here in all your different time zones and locations. It's now 11:05 and I've been here since like 20 to 9. I've had so much fun. Whoever's not been here and now having to watch this back, you've missed out. And this tribe is honestly such a big part of my heart and life. I joke and say that I've got an iPhone addiction. I just love seeing all the comments from you all, and this community is amazing. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being a part of HGDC and being a part of my journey and helping me do what it is that I love, which is crochet, and meet you guys. I will see you again soon for all of the vlogs I've got planned for you. I hope you have an amazing new year, whatever it is you choose to do. I can see you saying yes, do Facebook. Yes, do Facebook. I will get that sorted out. I'll do a group. I've got a page, but I'll do a closed group so you can all interact. Definitely, because it's all about the community without a doubt. Thank you so much for being here. You lot are amazing. I will sort out the Facebook, and we'll definitely do a live again soon, because I've really enjoyed this and getting to be able to what's the word, interact. I'll sort it out so I don't blind you with a light next time, and I'll be charged, ready to go. So I'm gonna go, guys. I feel like we should end on a round minute. Like, it's 7 minutes past. I feel like we should get to 10 minutes past, but then I'll be like, let's get to 1/4 past. So I'm gonna go. Happy New Year, tribe. Thank you so much for all you have done and been through with me in 2018. And here's to 2019. I hope it's prosperous for you all. I hope you're blessed. If you're picking a one word like I do, mine's simplify. I hope you found your word, and that you just feel amazing in 2018, that we focus on our health and our community. And just thank you so much for being here for the tribe. I've got badges and merchandise lined up as well. I have. So happy New Year. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much, guys. I've loved this so much. You are the best tribe. Okay, I don't actually know how you end this, but I'm just gonna press buttons. So over and out, tribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Found it. Bye.